I think karting teaches you a number of disciplines. Clearly it teaches you control, and whether it's a kart or whether it's a Formula 1 car, they all have a physical limit to how fast to go through the corners. I think it also teaches you a discipline for sport. You know, sport I think is a great thing in a young person's life, because it teaches you that you won't always win, that to be successful you have to work hard, and that physically I think it's very good for the body as well, you know, to have all those stabilizing muscles when you're driving the cars. So overall I think that karting has given me so much that I was able to take into my adult life.
I saw the advert in the newspaper about the UBS go-kart challenge with David Coulthard. Being a massive motorsport fan, I entered and they called me and said, yeah, I won, so I was very happy that I won it. So I got to go in the limo with DC, and yeah, it was good fun. The top couple of guys are quite good, quite fast. DC is insanely quick. I think he has a better kart. I think he has a much better kart actually.
No, the size of the kart that I raced is the same size as these fun karts that we have here, but the difference is these have Honda engines which are centrifugal clutches, so if you spin you can keep going because the engine doesn't stall. But when I was racing in 100cc karting, if you made a mistake and you spun, that was it, you were out. So you had to learn not to make too many mistakes.
I got a good start. DC was fast, really fast.
It would be up to 60 miles an hour. You know, today karting, I don't know exactly what speed they do, probably more. But the point is they would be going maybe twice as fast as the karts were driving here. So you have half the time to react and find the right line, and also to just generally find your way around the circuit.
I finished second place. I don't like losing, you know, but yeah, that's the way it is.
So I think this is all great discipline. Well, the racing line is the path of least resistance, if you like, through the corner. Every time you turn the steering wheel, you generate friction in the front tyres, and this generally is slowing down, generating scrub. So of course you need to turn the steering to be able to get round the corner, but you want to try and find the least amount of steering angle. And in karting, this makes the fastest line through the turn. In formula racing, where aerodynamics are very important, every time you turn the steering you create blockage to the air. You know, if you have your hand out a car window like that, it's not too difficult. If you put your hand like that, there's a lot of resistance. So it's a bit the same when you turn the steering, the wheels create more resistance. So you have to try and be as efficient as possible with your steering inputs.
You know, the kart could have handled a little bit better. There was no grip at the front end, and I think, you know, rental karts, being rental karts, they're all just like that.
Actually, Formula 1 drivers are more like risk managers than adrenaline junkies, because driving a Grand Prix car is an exercise in physics. You have to know what the physical limit is to that tyre you're using, the amount of downforce the car has at a certain speed. Adrenaline junkies, for me, are people that do parachute jumping, who do base jumping, who do extreme sports like that. But I don't see Formula 1 as an extreme sport. I see it as a more methodical exercise in taking man and machine to the limit. Let me start by saying what I think Formula 1 should be. Formula 1 should be the pinnacle of motorsport. It should be the fastest form of closed circuit racing. And I think it should also be a technology proving ground for manufacturers, because where manufacturers are able to show that they have a skill at developing certain technologies which will inevitably find their way onto the road cars that we drive. What I don't like is, I don't like when the cars are not being driven to their maximum because of tyre management. There is always tyre management, there's always brake management, but I think it should be within a certain parameter of the overall performance of the car. When it starts becoming several seconds slower than what the car can actually go, then I think that's too much. The political side of Formula 1 is not the most enjoyable part, but where there's money, there's politics. Yes, as a driver you get success, which means you get financial reward, but I don't know many drivers who really enjoy the political side.